The following program is hosted by immature, irreverent, obnoxious, and often disgusting young men. Listener discretion is advised.
This time on Nude Clan, what have you guys been playing this month?
Shall we play a game?
You got several things to do. You've got work, kids in school. What do you do when it's all over?
How do you hand something from one player to another?
Dark soul light. Turn on the TV, pick up the controller and play some games with the
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Nude Clan, the video game podcast that loves to gargle the spicy water. I'm your host, Caleb Schweiss. What the fuck?
I'm Joe.
I'm A4. I'm not going to do that ASMR shit.
And Zach is not with us today. He's not dead or anything, but he's just not here.
He's no longer with.
Yeah, he's no
Today.
longer with us for the
Today.
next 5 hours. But yeah, we're here to talk about what we've been up to this last month. The preceding episodes are going to be Welcome to Raccoon City, Resident Evil, Part 9.
The movie.
The movie. Then we're also going to do the Uncharted movie, and then the Monster Hunter movie.
It is March Movie Madness. Was there another M in there?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Mediocre March movie madness. I don't know.
Yeah.
Wow. If only one of them was at least mediocre.
Yeah. I mean, maybe one of them brings that one up to... No, I don't know if it brings it up to mediocre.
I don't know if it brings it up to mediocre either. But it was March Movie Madness, and this March I'm making a movie.
We madly watched movies.
So thank you, by the way, to those who supported Chicken Coop. We were, in fact, able to raise the money, and often thanks to you guys, or a lot of it thanks to you guys. And we'll be filming that here in a week. And yeah, that's happening. And so I didn't have that much time doing gaming, so we decided to catch up on the movies that we missed for this show.
Yeah, all the movies that have come out in the last year and a half that we just didn't see.
Yeah.
And there's even more coming.
Well, you guys just straight up forgot that Monster Hunter came out, which I think everyone did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it came out at a bad time. That old Monster Hunter. Not that far into COVID. I remember that. It was like when the movie
I thought it was
theaters...
pre-COVID.
No,
it's not that
No,
old.
it was when the movie theaters, some of them started to open up in certain states. It was one of those movies.
Yeah, you got to realize, COVID's been a thing for well over 2 years at this point, right? Because wasn't it 2019, the end of 2019?
No, it's 2020.
Beginning of 2020.
March.
So 2
We're
years.
basically about to hit
2020.
the 2-year anniversary.
It was March 13th, 2020.
Oh, it's, what is that?
It's Sunday.
700 and...
In 1 week from now, it'll be the 2-year anniversary.
730 days to stop the spread.
Yeah, the hardest
To
part
not
about the first
700
15 days is the first 2 years.
Yeah. 730 days to not stop a goddamn thing. Yeah, thanks, guys.
Slowed it.
Hey,
sure.
hey, it's over now, thankfully.
Yeah. There's more cases than ever before, but it is over. All that it took was, leaving it alone and letting it change into a less dangerous version. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to get us banned.
Are you remembering all of the events?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm just remembering that I'm not a bitch and
You
I
just
survived
remember.
it.
You just remember your parts.
That's right. I'm good to go. I remember
I did
not
my
getting
part
it.
by not getting sick because I'm a god and I can't get sick. So
Okay.
you're welcome.
All right, buddy.
I did my part by not getting COVID twice and then actually getting COVID. And then being good to go.
Okay, remember when we were talking about gurgling the water? I just heard that gulk real loud.
What, me?
Yes. Yes,
Oh.
you.
Here, let me give you another one. Here's. Yeah, it's good
The
shit
fuck
right
was
there.
the first part?
It reminds me of Saturday night
Yeah.
What?
over at A4's house.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
You
I
save
was too
your
drunk last night.
you save your loads up so that he has a big old one to let slither down his fucking.
My load.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
your
What's a-
nut. You know.
my
Joe saved
Oh,
so
yeah.
much of his loads up that it just came out like a tube, like a
Like a
not like a
paste-
liquid. It came out like a hard
toothpaste.
tube out of his urethra, just right down my throat,
Oh, yeah. It's like
like a fucking nerd's rope, not covered in any nerds.
the nerds that's covered in are like gallstones or some shit.
Oh no, yeah, that or
You need to drink
that
more
or
water.
Some of his cum is just chunky, like it's like the difference between creamy and chunky peanut
Yeah, it's
butter.
like tapioca. It's tapioca pudding. You think you're getting the vanilla, and then you find the tapioca chunks in there, and you're like, no.
Well, this was a pleasant conversation.
Speaking of pudding, yeah, his cum is like fruit at the bottom yogurt, where you just get little chunks.
Yeah.
All right, that's enough of that. I guess, 'cause
Fruit at the
Joe's probably gonna
bottom
vomit.
yogurt. Fruit at the bottom yogurt. Is that what you call that?
Well, what else would you call it?
It's just like yogurt with fruit in it.
But it's all at the bottom.
Yeah, it's all at the bottom.
Because fruit weighs more than yogurt, dummy.
I mean, yeah.
Fruit is a way.
The only fruit that's like
way
not
lower
at the
buoyancy.
bottom of yogurt is like yogurt that's been like pumped full of like awful chemicals to like keep it buoyant.
Yeah. I never understood why we do that. Like, we dye our sodas. Like, to me, that just seems excessive, you know? And then, like,
Well,
now Coke is now what? The most staining thing of all time? And my favorite drink? So, like,
mean,
if you just didn't make it dark, if you just left it as natural, like, clear color, it wouldn't stain.
Coke the most staining thing?
I don't know. It's probably not, but it stains, like, a lot, you know? Stains
I mean,
well.
how's the government
noticed.
supposed to control you if they don't get Coca-Cola to put all their fucking chemicals in the fucking
Are the,
sugar water?
are the chemtrails not enough? Like,
Isn't there something really bad about yellow number 5? I don't really like follow that shit, but
I
I
don't fucking know.
One of them's supposed to like shrink your balls. I think it's Mountain Dew.
yeah, maybe.
That-
But
well, I
I
mean,
don't know.
that's
I drink a lot of Mountain Dew, and apparently my swimmers are a-okay. So
testosterone does the same thing. So
yeah.
what?
yeah. So in other words, from what I'm getting, logically, if you drink a lot of Mountain Dew, you'll get fucking buff if you start lifting, bruh.
Testosterone lowers your sperm count.
No,
Dude, I mean, they
testosterone
have.
shrinks your. If you take testosterone, it shrinks your balls because your balls aren't producing them.
Oh, that makes
Producing
sense.
testosterone.
It doesn't have to do it because you're just pumping yourself
Yeah.
full. I was like,
Well,
wait a
they
minute, you're
have.
telling me
Mountain Dew has Game Fuel. They'll probably have like a sports drink soon because they're gonna have alcoholic Mountain Dew soon. Apparently.
nothing makes me want to work out more than like a sugary drink. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
That's dude. Oh my god. Okay, so before we get into what we're playing, I got a gym membership, and I've only been like twice, of course, but I went and I was looking online, and I was like, "Okay, where do I want to go?" And I was like, "Oh, they opened a Planet Fitness right next to my work, like right there. It's open 24 hours a night or a day. So whenever I'm done with work, whether it's early, late, whatever, I can go get a workout in." So I talked to my buddy at work, Jerry, and I was like, "Hey, Jerry, what do you think about Planet Fitness?" And he just like, "Pff."
Oh, he's one of those.
And I was like, "What?" And he's
Jesus
like, "Dude,
Christ.
hang on.
No.
Hang on." He's
Whatever.
like-
I had a Planet Fitness membership for like 2 years,
No, dude, it's
and I'm
different.
sick of hearing this shit from like big stupid dudes.
Look,
Okay, go ahead.
apparently they have an alarm that people
Yeah.
will ring if you're working out too hard and making too much noise. Like if you're like grunting and stuff, they'll ring an alarm and people will come and kick you out. I mean, I'm like, I guess if you're screaming, I'd be like, okay, come on, chill the
Yeah.
fuck out. But then I drove by. There's like a big TV area where everyone's kind of hanging out and like watching TV on a sofa. And I'm like, do you people not have TVs at home? Like, and then I guess one day or multiple times when he was working out, they brought pizza for everybody. And the whole reason why they
I've
did
seen
it,
that. I've
and
seen
they
that.
did, that's ridiculous. It's like all this body positivity stuff. And I'm like, you're at the gym.
No,
You're not there to be positive. You're there to work your fat ass out. Like,
No, you have to have the Planet Fitness membership so that you can like feel like you're working out, but then you know you don't actually
you
have
guys
to work
haven't
out.
gone to a fucking gym in like 9,000 years. You haven't got a gym since you had gym class in high school. You fucks.
I bet I could arm wrestle you right
Yeah,
now.
and then
No.
you know what? My
It's
gym
not.
class.
Oh my God, what do you make like orgasmic noises when you're fucking like, ah!
No, no, I know.
If I don't make all the noises to let everybody around me know I'm working out, well then fuck this place.
You know, it's weird.
There's an amazing Sam Hyde skit where he's at a gym just like drinking like a gallon of milk and just making obnoxious noises while working out, just like ripping the cords on the machine back. It's fucking amazing.
Now, look,
it's basically what you're describing.
It is 100% obnoxious when
I
someone
agree.
does that.
I agree it is.
And it's going, yeah, let's not disrupt the environment here. It is a place where it's supposed to be like, okay, everybody's welcome here, which absolutely any gym should be, unless it's a specialized gym. It absolutely should be, because people need to fix their fucking fat ass bodies and need to go over there and feel like they're not being judged. It's totally fine.
You know.
I'm totally for that shit.
No.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Like, what?
They
Caleb
feed
Crane
you-
comes in and thinking like, oh, look at the fatty.
Yeah.
He's not going, ugh.
Yeah, no, but instead what they do is give them a TV, a chair, and a pizza. Yeah, that's real positive. That's not positive at all. That's gay.
Pizza's not bad for you
No,
unless
it
you
is.
eat a bunch of pizza.
Pizza
You
is
know what?
literally just
You can
bread
eat-
and cheese.
You can eat a slice of pizza and be just fine.
You know what makes me the least willing to work out? Pizza is probably the least conducive fucking meal to working out. I
Dude,
feel like shit when I eat pizza.
Sometimes they'll get us
They're
pizza
not
at work.
asking
and
you
then,
to
like,
come
we'll-
there and not work out.
But they're
That's not
giving
what
you
the place
pizza.
is for.
They're giving
Making
you
pizza,
not
dude.
wanna
Every
work
time
out.
every
should.
time they get pizza,
You shouldn't what? You shouldn't want to work out when you go to the gym? You should feel positive about going and not working out?
You should absolutely feel positive about going to the gym, because the gym is the reward. Working out is the reward.
Oh, is the pizza? No. Their reward is pizza.
No, pizza is the fuel.
No,
You
dude.
can use
No,
any.
it's not.
Yes,
Joe,
it is, motherfucker.
Joe,
And-
every time they give us pizza at work, and then like we get our lunch break, and I
You're,
have like
are you working at a workout place?
No, I'm working in a factory, but this is what I'm trying to say. I have like 2 pieces of pizza when they get us pizza at work, and then like I go back to work where I have to walk upstairs and shit and go like, oh God, I'd rather do anything but this right now. Jesus Christ. Like I just want to sit down. Pizza's it's bread, cheese, and grease.
Oh my God.
You don't
dude.
get that feeling like when you eat like shit and work out that you feel
Oh my
like
God.
shit?
None of the people there who are regular gym goers would ever eat that pizza before working out.
I know,
No
but
one
why
is that
it there?
stupid.
Why is it there then? Why do they have pizza? Dude, no, it's too
Reward
gay.
for after working out. And also they know that actually working out, especially aerobic exercise, is an appetite suppressant. Usually you don't want to eat for the next like hour and a half.
So then why do they give them the pizza?
Because they don't have to spend that much, but they look friendly.
They're lame.
Look, you're all about this positivity
No,
shit.
I am
just
about.
remember,
no,
I just remember
I
a
am not
meme image.
all about this positivity shit.
Joe, you're a filthy positive
Get
liberal.
the fuck
but-
out of here, A4. That is not fucking
you
true.
spent too much time out
This
there.
is way, way more complicated than any of that. Let them have their little pizza
I
parties.
forgot I don't have my
Get
video
that
on the Zoom
fucking
call,
gym
so
membership
you
and
can't
get
see the
your
shit-eating
fat
grin
ass
that
at
I'm
the
giving you right
fucking
now.
gym, Schweiss.
I got a rec center membership instead.
Oh, yeah, because you're going to use that more than the one across the street from your work.
I'm not gonna go to a place that gives me pizza. That's ridiculous.
They're not going to get... I've never gotten pizza from there.
How many times have you gone there?
A lot. Schweiss, I went there
Look.
every day for about 6 months.
Look, they're different out here.
And I go to the gym now. I go to a different one. There's no Planet Fitness, but it's basically the same thing. It's like Snap Fitness.
Yeah, they're gay there too. So it's the same thing. It's a bunch of dudes in like tiny shorts eating pizza.
No.
Yeah, dude.
You know-
I think the body positivity shit is bullshit.
No. It's not body positivity.
It
Body
is.
positivity is not the same as being welcoming to all bodies. It is not the same fucking
I
thing.
agree. You should be welcoming to all people. Like
You
it's-
should,
well,
especially at the fucking gym.
except for
Schweiss.
the Jews.
Especially
They
at
don't
the
work out.
fucking gym.
they don't work out anyway. But listen to me.
That's where they need to be. And so what do you want to do? Like punish those people?
No,
wanna
but
make
you
them
don't
not
want to
feel
give a
welcome?
pizza. What do you have to give a pizza?
Oh, so don't
Are
go
you
to the gym because God forbid they give pizza out once a month.
So you're saying that they can
Yeah,
only.
You're right.
Whoa,
No,
whoa.
no bodybuilder has ever used carbs to carb up and get glycogen within his muscles. No. Pizza is absolutely off limits for all people who work out. That's
It's
the
not that it's
stupidest
off limits,
fucking
but it's just like-
uneducated bullshit I've ever heard
I'm not saying
from
it's
you.
off
Oh my
limits.
God.
I'm not not saying it's off limits. I'm saying it's retarded for a gym to give you pizza.
God, you getting mad about it is what's retarded.
Look, I'm sorry that you're used to getting all of your meals provided for you. You're used to living with the parents, so that it's not a big deal.
Oh, tell me about how
It's
long
not a
I've been
big
living.
deal. It's not a big deal for Big Mama Jim to give me a pizza, because, I mean, someone's got to feed me.
Jim's been giving me a pizza?
That's what they
Giving me
do.
a pizza?
Look,
Man, if Mama Jim was giving me a pizza, I would still be 300 pounds.
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
No! They don't give you enough pizza to make you 300 pounds! They don't give you enough. No business would ever give anybody enough pizza to get them 300 pounds!
Look.
They're like, everybody come here, free pizza for everyone forever. That's not how that would work. Ever, ever, ever.
Look, all I'm saying...
God forbid they give some pizza out every once in a while.
I'm saying it's dumb. Also, you are the fat shamer here, because you have said...
Abso-fucking-lutely.
No.
I am so sick of the people in my life just destroying themselves metabolically.
But your
and I'm
assumption...
working my ass off.
Your assumption
Literally.
is that the only fat people will only go there if you give them pizza.
No,
You're saying it's
I
not
am
a big deal.
No. I don't know how you got to fat people will only get there. You thought that about that place.
That's
I'm
what
telling you,
said.
that's
What
bullshit.
you just said a little bit ago was that it's not a big deal if they get them pizza, if it gets them in there. So, like, what is that? Like the equivalent of
No. Hold on. Does anybody have the ability to rewind and actually find that statement made from me? Because I 100% guarantee I never ever said that.
Well, you
word
were like,
for word. I
you
never
said,
ever said that.
You said, what's the big deal about having pizza? If
What
if
is
all
the
you
big
need to
deal
do is
about
get
having
people in there? Like, so what? You can only get fat people in
No,
there with
I
the
never
pizza?
said that. I never said that.
I mean,
to
that was
get people in there.
implied.
No, it's not implied. It's implied that there are already customers in there. You have to have a gym membership or pay $5 at the door in order to get into that place.
No, you can have a buddy
It's
pass.
already. Yeah, you can take a friend. You're right. That friend might have a free slice of pizza.
Yeah, that's shameful.
Yeah. Oh my God,
Dude, I think
God
it's stupid.
forbid.
I
They're
think
giving
it's
you
stupid.
pizza, Planet Fitness, more like Planet Hollywood. Am I right?
What?
It's fucking stupid.
Because it's a restaurant.
It's stupid to give pizza at a gym. It's gross. It smells like shit. I'm sure it's cheap ass garbage pizza.
Yeah, and I'm sure
Look,
that
all of this,
they give
all
one
of
slice.
this, all of this positivity, welcoming shit, and like
my
the Lunk Alarm and the no judgment-free zone just reminds me of a meme I saw where some guy said that his friend
absolutely-
texted him the word fat ass like every day for 2 years until he got skinny.
That is the one place it absolutely should be a body, and it should be an absolutely free. What is it? What did you say? Free zone? Something free?
Judgment-free zone.
Judgment-free zone.
But it's not a judgment-free zone because they judge
No.
people that are loud when they work
Yeah,
out.
if they're
exactly.
Yeah, if they're loud, fucking like
Yeah, if they're freaking
intense
out, but it's
freakers,
not that bad.
That's different.
You don't. Yeah,
That's
he
different.
was telling
That's
me they weren't, like-
behavioral versus your existence.
You
No,
are
Joe, I
What are
literally-
you
I
talking about?
literally
They're
have a
fat
condition.
because
Hey.
of behavior.
It doesn't matter if they're fat or not. If they're fucking making a bunch of noise at the gym and annoying other people, yeah, kick them the fuck out.
But they're fat
Joe, I
because
have
of
a
behavior.
fucking condition where every time I do arm curls, I have to rear back in an orgasmic spasm. I can't
I hope
help
you
it.
got a fucking doctor's note for that shit.
I do. I have it tattooed on
Well,
my
then,
left
then
ass
they
cheek.
probably can't
Look.
actually kick you out.
It's the postmodern conundrum, right? It's the everyone's accepted
God.
except for these people.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's stupid. It's fucking gay.
Whatever, you're not
It
even gonna
is
go to
pretty
the
gay.
fucking gym.
I'm
So
not
you
gonna
can
lie.
you can judge all the people that are actually going and working out and working on
Oh, yeah,
themselves
sitting
right
on the
across
couch.
the street while you're fucking killing yourself with your fat fucking liver, eating Michelob Ultras or whatever the fuck you're eating. You little fuck.
He's just eating the whole bottle.
Yeah.
Eating the whole fucking bottle. And then I have to hear
I
the
like how he's
meatheads
talking
go,
about the
I
people who are-
can't grunt
When Joe says the people who
loudly
are
so
going
that
there
it
to actually
echoes
work out.
at the gym.
Yeah.
I've never been to a
Joe
Planet
says the
Fitness and
who
people
go
just
there
been
and actually
hanging
work
out.
He's referring to the people who are eating the pizza. Meanwhile, if I go there and just start screaming bloody murder while on the fucking elliptical machine, I get kicked out for going hard in the paint. It's not
Yeah.
fair.
It's a gay place, and I
They
refuse
don't want
to give them
people
money.
who actually want to achieve going to Planet Fitness. That's
Oh
why
my
they
God!
have that Lunk Alarm.
Do tell us, you A4 Schweiz. Tell us about all that achievement-based stuff. Tell us about all your wealth of knowledge about really going the distance as far as your physical health and energy is concerned. Do tell.
Look, you were fat
Tell
for
us all
years
about
and
that.
years, so I don't want to hear it.
Tell
never
us all
been
about
fat.
that.
I've been skinny my entire life, so I'm doing a pretty good fucking job.
Yeah, look, man, I've never been as fat as you, so I don't want to hear it. Now, I might be fatter than you right now, but if we're going to talk about health...
You lift, bro?
I probably lift more than you.
Yeah, probably right now.
Yeah, so I guess I do. And
no, you have to lift your old fat ass up some stairs every once in a while.
Yeah,
you lift, bro.
I'm so in shape because I have to lift this entire podcast on my back and carry us.
Oh my god!
You can have your
God
little...
forbid people go somewhere to work on themselves. And you know what? If they want to go to like a specialist gym with a bunch of meatheads taking testosterone, they can go find that gym where they have to pay way more a month to go there.
Yeah, that's just a normal gym where it's not full of a bunch of pussies. Look, I'm not saying they should be
allowed to scream. That's not a normal gym.
Scream.
That's a specialized gym.
I'm
Fitness
not saying
is just curves, but like not advertised to only women.
It's not just for it's curves for men.
It's made
everything in there is purple. It's clearly female targeted.
It's made to be a friendly, open place where people can start exercising and then pray to God that they actually stay exercising when they're there.
Look, I get that, but
you
the
don't
pizza
have to pray
thing
to God
is
to stay
ridiculous.
exercising. You just have to stay exercising.
What did he see the pizza thing once and you went, "Oh my God, they're a horrible, horrible place." Look at the.
I didn't say
I'm just gonna take that baton that some stupid guy at UPS gave me, and then I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna make all my life decisions based on it. I'm just gonna run with it. I'm just gonna run with it.
No, I didn't make all my life decisions. I just decided
this is very what's the word?
Retarded?
No, the thing where you exacerbate something. I cannot. You're being very hyperbolic, Joe.
Oh,
we do not think that
I'm being
Planet Fitness is a
hyperbolic?
horrible
Yeah,
place.
I'm
before they
telling
give
you
us
that I
pizza.
decided to not get a gym membership there because they sound like a bunch of faggots.
Oh, well.
And I'm sorry that you might want to dabble in cock every once in a while, but I don't want to do that.
No, well.
And nothing makes me feel sicker than smelling nasty,
No, nothing
greasy
makes you
fucking
feel
pizza.
sicker than actually moving your ass.
No, I do go to work out. I'm about to kick your ass right now. I'm about to punch you right in the fucking face again.
Why?
Because you're running your fat mouth.
You were running your mouth.
Oh, no, I'm not. I was trying to speak.
forth.
No, it's not. It's you screaming. There's no back and forth.
I can definitely not act like this at Planet Fitness.
Oh, yeah, you'd get kicked out. But you'd get a piece of pizza.
What happened to
Maybe,
Nude Clan?
if it was like
they started talking about the
pizza
free
day.
pizza at Planet Fitness and they had a falling out.
Yeah, they couldn't handle the Planet Fitness. Look, I'm not saying I didn't get a gym membership. I just didn't get it with them.
But it's right across the street. It's right across
It
the
is
street.
24 hours, too.
And it's
the other
24
one's not.
hours. Yes, that's why I picked the gyms that I pick is like because of the 24-hour thing. That's why I picked Planet Fitness. It's
Joe,
Planet
we
Fitness,
don't-
and they're
we don't think
everywhere
that
too.
Planet Fitness
so
is a
like I
bad
literally
place.
I went from Planet Fitness in LA, like a few different spots of Planet Fitness in LA because I got the one where you can go to wherever. And I've gone to St. George Planet Fitness and Ogden Planet Fitness. It was wonderful.
Joe, we don't think that
was
Planet
wonderful.
Fitness is a bad place just because they give pizza
Because they
out,
give
all right?
pizza
We just think
once
that
every-
might be a little
How
antithetical to the idea of
How often
working
does
out.
Planet Fitness give out pizza? I gotta find that information. How
I don't know.
often?
I'm just saying it seems antithetical to the idea of working out.
Yeah, like, to me...
No, it's not because you actually have to eat in order to work out properly. It is not
Yeah, I understand
antithetical
that
to that.
much, but it's just like
It's
of all the foods they
antithetical
could have
to
chosen,
no.
pizza seems
There's
a little.
difference, strong difference between losing weight and exercise.
No, I understand.
They are
that.
not
I'm
the
just
same
saying,
thing.
It seems like why couldn't they
They
have
are
chosen
not the same
something?
goals.
Pizza is exclusively a fat guy food. Let's not beat around the bush here. There are not a lot of
exclusively a
ways
fat
to
guy
make
food?
pizza health centric.
I don't know. Look, I think it's ridiculous like at my kids' school when they're not allowed to bring like snacks, like treats. They're like, "Oh no, it has to be healthy." That makes me like, come on.
Oh, and then the
They're
school
fucking
lunches are
children.
disgusting.
Yeah, I'm like, they're children. Why does it need to be like, oh, it has to be approved like apple slices? Like,
I kind of agree with that because I wish
really
my
do
mom
that
did
now?
not feed me the way that she did.
I do, but
I'm
they're
actually like pretty like. I
But-
see that my sister does the same thing. It's like when women become moms, they're like, oh my gosh, I have to make them happy instead of being like I should make them functional.
Yeah, right. But this is like a 1st through 5th grade section of the school. So like it's all little kids. They don't need to watch what they eat. They are outside.
Do they actually do they actually moderate what
some
snacks
kids
do they get to bring to
They
fucking
do,
school?
yeah.
now?
Well, if you have a fat kid,
Yeah, you have a fat kid because you gave him shitty
if you have a
food
fat little
and
Mexican kid.
They're
no, dude.
fucking-
It's
why do they
different.
have to be Mexican?
They
kids?
just are.
I was a
I don't
fat
know
kid.
why they have to be Mexican.
I
kids.
was a
They
fat
just-
kid.
As a kid.
Yes.
Are you serious?
I was a fat kid.
Who the fuck is a fat kid?
Fat kids.
What?
with parents who fucking feed them junk food and they don't have any
Kids with
friends.
bad
They don't go
metabolisms.
outside.
I mean, I guess if they don't go outside. But,
Yeah.
like, who doesn't go outside as a kid? I was
Kids that
always
have too
outside.
many
A lot of
fucking video
kids
games
don't
and
go
all
outside.
fucking shit and a bunch of Netflix and
Look,
all sorts of
I
kids
barely
don't go
went outside when I was a kid because we had video games. Now these kids got TikTok and
Yeah,
Fortnite and all
like-
this other shit.
There's like 1/3 of children are overweight or obese.
Are you
have you
fucking
gone to
serious?
your kids' elementary school?
Well, yeah, there's like a couple fatties.
Yeah, well.
But like, I don't know. To me, I was like, okay, that's a little ridiculous. Like, what? We can't give them a little bag of cookies? Like, what's the problem?
Yeah, it'll give them good habits throughout the rest of their life. I actually kind of agree with those.
No,
those
I
teachers.
don't, because it gives them an unhealthy relationship with food.
No, only if you actually talk about
Also,
it.
it's just going to make them want to seek out the unhealthy food when they get out of school. Like
Yeah,
if I couldn't bring snacks to school like that, then I would just come home and dip a fucking Hershey bar in a jar of peanut butter.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta.
Yeah,
like,
they're gonna get that jar of peanut butter anyway. Might as
Yeah.
well give it to them now.
exactly.
I'm just saying.
No, instead. How about
I love
you?
those arguments.
No. Let's just give it to them while they're at recess running around. Instead, that's the Joe method. That's the Joe approved. Oh, are you exercising? Here, have a ball of filth and grease. Doesn't
Like,
that make you feel
I
welcome?
understand- I
Don't you feel
understand where
welcome
Joe's
here?
coming from, that he doesn't think that argument like makes sense, but like as a real life example, I was not allowed to play M-rated games when I was a kid, like Grand Theft Auto or Halo or whatever. And now as an adult, I might be the most fucked up person I know. So
Once a month.
just saying, because I
Planet
sought that
Fitness
shit
does
out after I
Pizza
got
Monday.
out of my
That's
house.
it, okay. See,
Does
all,
it once a month. Planet Fitness does pizza. I just looked it up.
all right.
I'm gonna go to Planet Fitness once a month now, and then just stand
Yeah,
around and be
you're
like,
gonna
"Yeah,
pay
I'm into
$12 to
Fitness
get
whole
one
pizza in my
slice of
mouth."
cheap pizza once a month. No, it's not.
I'm gonna go to Planet Fitness. I'm gonna eat as much free pizza as they allow me to, and then I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get on the treadmill and just scream workout until they kick me out.
The physiology of it is that it's just calories in, calories out, and that there's actually quite a bit of a nutritional value in a pizza. But
Maybe I'll go drunk so I can just throw the pizza up on the
calorie.
elliptical
Well,
machine.
the thing is, it's calorie dense. Pizza is calorie dense, and it's also really good because it has all that oil. It makes you want to eat more of it. So one slice of pizza is not bad. There's not really that many bad foods out there. It's just like how much of that food that you consume and whether or not it's bad for you. Like, I can't have a bunch of pizza. It's really bad for me to have a bunch of pizza. But it's okay to have one slice of pizza if I, in fact, only have one slice or two slices of pizza. That's okay for
now
everyone.
it's 2, so then it'll be 3, and then it'll be 7.
Well, yeah, it would be for me, but no, it doesn't. It doesn't equate to bad for you. Like, it's not a
No,
cigarette.
but you're dealing
They
with
aren't-
people
they
who
aren't-
probably
they
don't
aren't-
have any fucking self-control as it is.
No, they actually probably do because they're going to the gym regularly.
But
because
you
they
just,
know there's going to be free
but
pizza
the reason,
once a month.
but your justification for the pizza was to you kind of lumped it in with making it a welcoming place.
No, you lumped it in with making it a welcoming place, and I have argued on their behalf in different sections of this argument. They are not all one thing. It's not all one point. It is multifactorial points here.
What do you have stock with these people?
No,
Like-
I've just gone there. I've been working on my health for fucking 6 years, very dedicated, and I cannot stand by and let this bullshit out.
all right, look, have your pizza day.
Whatever. I have to argue with my fucking sister all the time about her health.
I'm not arguing
Caleb
about.
Craig for fucking years.
I'm not arguing about
when
health.
the fat guy this fat guy has to argue with another fat guy about how horrible he is with his health.
No, see, this
Like,
is
that's how sad it is.
you're getting really hyperbolic and really like straw man here. Like you're acting like we're arguing about health. I'm not arguing about health. I'm saying I don't want to
You
join.
did. You said pizzas are anti-fitness, and I'm telling you that's not true.
No, it is.
It's
It is.
not true.
I
It's
feel
not.
like shit when I eat pizza. You know what I don't feel like doing when I eat pizza? Working out at all.
When you eat one slice of pizza,
I don't just eat one slice of pizza.
I know, but that's probably all they're giving out there. Maybe two.
I mean, I guess, but it makes me still feel kind of ill. That's what like when I did Insanity. Could you eat pizza on Insanity? No, you would want to vomit because it's a really fucking strong workout. You go to a gym to get a really strong workout, not to get
Yeah.
a tepid workout because you ate a slice of pizza because the retards at the gym gave you pizza, and they're like, "Oh, we're just trying to make everyone feel welcome." I'm like, no, well, yeah, great, thanks. Welcome for what? Not working out? What, you don't want
It's
us to
also
use your
kind of a
equipment?
bit no, because you also have. Here's another argument. That's the idea where like you reward yourself for working out or something like that.
Yeah,
with
that's
something
fair.
small. One piece of pizza.
That's like
250 calories. Yeah,
it's not much.
250 calories. And let's say a person. So my own calorie intake. It looks like that my maintenance is about 2,500 calories. So if I eat one slice of pizza, that's about 1/10 of my calories for the day.
Yeah, and if you worked out before, you burned probably like 1,000.
And no, not 1,000, but you probably worked out. You probably burned about 250. You're probably even.
I mean, if you're working out
only-
at Planet Fitness, you probably burn.
But
only
that only
250.
matters if like your fitness goals are specifically weight loss. If you're actually trying to be in a calorie surplus, which lots of people are who are regulars at the gym, they're in a calorie surplus and trying to build muscle, then actually the extra 250 calories is probably about where they would want to be so that it's a gradual muscle build and just enough for their body to be
Yeah,
able
but
to.
that's someone that's already in shape.
Yeah.
If you go
If
start working
regularly to the gym, which lots of people at Planet Fitness do, I don't know if you've ever been in. Well, I've been in Planet Fitness, and maybe it was just the LA Planet Fitness. Although I know that's not true because I was definitely staring at some hotties in the St. George Planet Fitness, and I'm like, these people work out all the time, and they go to Planet Fitness because it's cheap and it's convenient. It's everywhere. You can be a guest in the thing. You can bring people there. It's wonderful.
Joe, they
place to
clearly
work out.
have those hot women at the LA Planet
Oh,
Fitness
yeah.
to make it seem like a more welcoming environment. They just hired them.
Yeah, they just hire them to work out.
I
and
mean,
look
if that
good.
were the case, then they'd be like the greeters at the door. They wouldn't just be working out.
yeah,
No, they're
I mean,
plants.
yeah, they're like,
all right, A4.
You got to give them sun.
Anyway, we gotta go to a quick word from our sponsor here. This podcast is sponsored by Planet Fitness. Sign up now.
No, this is
promo
like-
code.
No, this podcast is brought to you by Anytime Fitness. Fuck Planet Fitness. Go to
Yeah.
Anytime Fitness.
So
Fuck going to the gym. I just want to throw tires around in my backyard.
My God. Well, you can do that.
Yeah.
No one's stopping you from doing that.
So I'm not
You can
s-
also just jog on the street. Like that's also a workout you can do. And you
Yeah,
can
no,
do
no,
it
no,
all the time.
nope. You're being anti-health because you don't want to do Planet Fitness. That's all I said was that Planet Fitness is
I
gay.
don't want. You know why I don't want to do Planet Fitness? Because it's an hour away from me right now. So I do Snap
No,
Fitness,
no,
which
you go-
costs me 3 times as much as Planet Fitness a month. I don't love that $30 membership. I really don't.
I did the. That's how my gym membership was, or
Yeah.
to the rec center was very expensive.
Yeah, you know how much Planet Fitness is?
Not very expensive.
Not very expensive. It's like $11 a month if you just want to do one location.
But I want to get the wife to be able to work out. So, and I didn't want to do the buddy pass because there's like no way we're both going to be able to go.
What's the difference? It's 24 hours. You should be able, that should actually make it even easier. How does that stop the wife from working out?
I don't know because
It's
the
3 blocks away.
the hours I go into work make it to where she doesn't really have very much time after she gets done with work.
Okay.
So I would have who's going to watch the children? Like
What does the difference between the rec center and the? Oh, because they can play at the rec center.
they can
Is that the
play
idea?
and they have like a watch thing where they
Oh.
watch your kids.
All right, so that's a good argument.
And they have a pool and they have basketball.
All right.
That's kind of why I did it. And of course, there was a little stigma on the Planet Fitness. I'll admit, and I was
Stigma.
like, that sounds really gay. I don't really want to give them money.
Now, did I roll my eyes when I saw Judgement-Free Zone when I went into Planet Fitness? Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I rolled
see?
my eyes, but that's it.
So I'm not being anti-fitness. I'm just being anti-lame gyms or gyms I perceive to be lame because they. And I get wanting to be welcome. I agree with that. But it's funny because they're still excluding people. And now, admittedly, it depends on how ridiculous you're being. Like, because I asked my buddy at work if he was going like ham, and he said not really. He wasn't like being super loud or anything. He was just like grunting because he was doing a fucking huge lift, and they kicked him out for it. So it's not like it's excessive to me. It's like if a fat guy walked into a gym and everyone like made fun of him till he left. It's like that's like the same thing, and it's not really accepting if you are accepting to almost everybody, but except for these people.
Except for
you're just the
people who are
same.
actually
There is-
overachieving at the thing they're trying to do.
I mean, there is a bit of a
hypocrisy in it.
there's an hypocrisy there. Sure, yeah, I agree with that. I don't think that's a good reason not to go to the gym, but there's a hypocrisy there. There is also I went to Vasa for a little while years ago, and there is like the big muscly dudes hogging like 3 different sections at a time and doing some sort of circuit while the gym is really busy. That is really like that guy is really fucking obnoxious.
Yeah,
and
that's
it is
true.
kind of a way to get that guy out of the Planet Fitness.
That's true.
Like I do
yeah.
hate that guy. And I'm like, why don't you just if this is your life, go to one of the big like the gyms made for that. Like you can find them. They're in like the warehouse areas and stuff like that, where it's like gyms with like, dudes taking drugs. And like that's a good place for you, or like a home gym, or like invest in that because you're hogging up all the machines. So you're kind of being a douche, and you're making a lot of noise, and you're like slamming your weights down.
Yeah, that's
And
one thing.
I'm
they
trying to
ban,
focus
yeah.
on my own stuff, and that's really hard to do when you are. I understand that you're a big achiever in all this, but maybe this,
That's true.
if you're trying to serve the most customers and not want people to feel intimidated, because you do feel intimidated by like testosterone rage over there.
That's what I mean, though. Like, yeah, a guy hogging a bunch of machines, that sucks. But if it's just someone exuding, male energy, which seems to be what that's targeted at, that Lunk Alarm thing, then yeah, it's no good.
Is it male energy, or is it just a specific?
I
energy.
promise you, they have never kicked out a woman for that shit ever. I promise you, I'd put money on that shit.
Let's Google it. Let's find that.
Look, I see where you're coming from, and you should know your gym. So if you're a pussy, go ahead and go to the Planet Fitness. It's fine. You could be a pussy.
I think if you don't go to a gym regularly, you are a pussy.
Yeah, that's fair.
So,
And then I
What if
agree.
you just work out at home?
You got to kind of know the.
you can do that too.
You got to kind of know your environment too. Like there are gyms for people at certain levels. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I'm
if
not-
I go to
we're
like
not-
strength bitches, like, and I see that like in a cardboard sign on the side of like a white building, I'm like, that ain't my gym.
yeah, I'm not gonna go there expecting to blend in. So
Yeah.
I guess that's fair too.
I just can't imagine going to a gym when you could just do pull-ups in the boiler room of the basement of the place you work at. Like, come on.
Yeah, I don't know.
My place doesn't have a basement.
I'm too fat to do pull-ups too. So that sucks.
This all sounds
I
like
can do
quitter
two.
talk.
Yeah. But no, I did get one to the rec center, and it was a lot more expensive, and it's less accessible. My justification, though, was though they open at 5 a.m., and I usually get off after 5 a.m., so I can go after work.
Yeah, as long as you use it.
But I have not used it for the last 2 weeks.
But if I were you, I would use the Planet Fitness. I would also walk to the post office and back.
Walk
If I
to
were
work?
you. Yeah, I would walk to work.
Seriously?
Yeah.
It's like 50 minutes, man.
It's a 15-minute walk down there? It's like 4 blocks.
From here? Oh, for what are you talking? To my work?
Yeah.
What? No,
Isn't it?
dude. It's like
Aren't you next
3
to the temple?
miles. No, I'm at the fucking.
Did you move?
No, I'm at the same one. It's the one over by East Bay. It's the one like.
Oh, you're in East Bay.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
it's the other Provo X. I'm like, what are you
Never
talking
mind.
about? I have walked home, but that shit took almost an hour.
Never mind. Take a bike.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I
Not
want
right now. It's snowing, but
I want to buy. Yeah, I know. That's the problem. Is like I want to buy a bike, but
so it can disintegrate in your backyard.
yeah, exactly. I'm like, where the fuck am I gonna put it? I gotta get like a bike that it's like a bike scooter hybrid, so I can fold it, like in half and
Speaking
shove
of,
it under.
where
somewhere.
has your dog been?
I don't know. I think he's out back. Oh no, he's upstairs. He's upstairs.
Oh, he doesn't run down anymore?
No, I guess.
Wow. Dog's getting boring.
Yeah. Yeah. So I got the gym membership, but I stopped working out for a minute because I've been donating plasma, and they told me my liver cell count is high. I realize that's ridiculous to say while I have beers waiting for me in the fridge, but one of the things I looked up a bunch of different possible causes, and of course, since it's the internet, everything can cause it. And one of the things was excessive stress and on your body and doing a lot of heavy lifting and stuff. And when I went back to the gym the first 3 days, I went pretty hard, and I was sore for a week.
That's not enough to suddenly cause fatty liver.
No, I know. It's not fatty liver, I don't think. But I think it was that mixed with poor diet, mixed with drinking, mixed with being dehydrated. Probably all of that combining, making it go up. Because the level it's supposed to be under 50 for healthy people. and it's supposed to be under 70 to be able to donate, and I want to use that money for like stocks and shit to pay for my video games, so I don't have to use my checks. And so it's like kind of something I want to do.
You're anemic.
Was that
just
one of the
like,
weirdest sentences for people at home?
yeah.
I'm gonna donate plasma to invest in stocks to pay for my video games.
Yeah. It was supposed to be a comma.
You're anemic wearing a suit, walking into a fucking GameStop being like, 1 copy of God of War Ragnarok, please.
Yeah. What the hell happened to you? I'm selling my juices. But not all of them because I'm balding, and apparently they don't know how genetics work, and they think that I'll pass it on to their shitty kid with my seed. I looked into selling that too, and I was like, damn, they don't want me. You could do it though, Joe. They want people with degrees and hair.
Well, I'm a redhead, so they don't want me. But,
Oh.
I'm also short, so they don't want me.
You're not fucking short.
I don't know. Their requirements are kind of strict.
I'm short.
How tall are you?
That's none of your business, A4.
I swear you're taller than me.
I might be taller than you, but I don't remember.
I'm
how tall you are.
I'm like 5'9". I'm 5'9" exactly, with no shoes.
I
on.
swear you were taller than me too. What the
Twice
fuck?
you're taller than me. That's impossible.
No, you're not 5'9", is what I'm telling you. See, what happens with Joe over time, the ACT score and the height both slowly raise themselves up over the
No,
years.
my ACD score is still shit.
What was it?
I'm not telling you.
Okay. the last 2 times you've mentioned it, it was not the number
Here's
I
the
remember
deal.
from the first time.
I also have 2 friends.
Who
One
are
had the
yeah.
number below me, one had the number above me, and it's very easy.
Oh.
to-
And then one of the friends had the perfect score because he's a fuck.
he had 2 off from the perfect score.
Oh, did he?
He had
Okay.
a 34
God.
out of 36.
He's got a really nice ass, too.
I'm going to send him this episode.
Yeah. His ass and your tits, that's like the
Thanks.
perfect man woman there.
The perfect man woman.
I don't know about now. I haven't seen him for a while.
I don't know. I don't look at his ass. Except
No,
for the
but-
one time he shared it on social media.
Yeah. Oh, that was funny.
I
Yeah.
never thought I had to look at my friend's ass just like point blank on social media.
Yeah.
It's funny because he kind of walks weird. So I'm wondering how much that like shaped his ass in a certain way.
Maybe he was trying to shape his ass for this.
by
ascension.
walking like, what do you call that? It's like, what do you call it when your toes point in? Anyway.
Tommy Pickles syndrome? I don't know. Oh, pigeon toed.
Pigeon toed. He's pigeon toed. So he walks kind of weird. So I don't know if that like changed, but he's gotten lots of compliments on his ass on TikTok apparently.
Yeah.
And he very much he enjoys the attention.
While
I can tell he enjoys that attention.
While he's walking around, occasionally he does.
I would enjoy that attention too.
Yeah, he does occasionally like go and like peck at the ground too.
yeah.
Joe, you could appreciate you could have that attention if you just stopped eating all the free pizza at Planet Fitness.
Yeah. Like no one else is gonna eat it. No one comes here. They all think
my
it's
God.
lame.
Well, dude, I work with like a bunch of really fit people.
Yeah.
A bunch of really fit people. I'm the fat guy at work. I'm like the fat, schlubby piece of shit guy at work. But they're all eating so much junk food, like, because they're burning so many goddamn calories. They're just like, yeah, why don't you just eat? You got to carb up. You can't. I'm like, I can't. The fucking migraines will kill me if I do the carb thing. They really will. And so, but then they have like, all right, well, you got to fuel up when you're going up the hill. I'm like, no, I'm fat adapted. And so like, and then like one guy will be like, oh yeah, I read about that fat adaptation thing. That's, it's a hell.
So
It's
yeah,
not a hell. It's not a hell. It's actually pretty good.
doing keto dieting is another cause that can cause your liver to have problems. That's what I read. Low carbs, high fats, that can cause you issues. But I did that for a while, so I'm wondering if it's because I keep doing it and then not doing it.
Well, how often have you actually done it? Or are you just like overeating on fats and meat and protein, sorry. Fats and proteins, and then maybe you get into ketosis for like half a second and then you're back on your thing? Like how long of a run have you actually had with it recently?
Not a great one.
So you're just eating a lot of fat and protein and carbohydrates.
and then
So actually you're just eating a shitload of calories.
pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how I'm not
Because
fatter.
fats and proteins are very high in calories.
Yeah.
And that shit, I don't know, whatever you burn off in ketosis, even you can still overeat that. in keto, and it's pretty easy to do at a certain point. But if you're fat enough, not really. But if you have the carbs there, then you're just eating a shitload of calories, and it's all sticking to you because there's nothing in there that's like giving you a little extra, boost in terms of fat loss.
That's true. So I wonder if
your body's not using fat as fuel in any sense. You're just added to it.
I wonder if that's a big part of it. Is I can't like hold it, so that I'm like.
By the way, I'm not a
ton.
dietitian. Don't listen to me.
I'm just eating a ton, but I don't know. But I kind of stopped doing it because of that, because there were a bunch of things that were going on that could have caused me to have the liver uptick. But it's not like super bad or anything. It's just higher than they want it to be. But now I have to go to the doctors to go back.
When you go to the doctor?
Annoying. Probably Monday, probably tomorrow.
Probably?
I mean, the wife's definitely going to make me go tomorrow, but...
do you have an appointment?
Well, no, they were closed on Saturday when I found out.
Oh, okay.
Had to get it. Because I kept calling them, and they're like, oh, you're fine to come in. You're good. It looks good. And they hadn't actually gotten the results
Okay.
back.
Well, I mean,
idiots.
I can never just like go into the doctor unless it's like an emergency or
I'll make it like
Instacare. I actually have to get an appointment.
Yeah, no, I will. I'll make
Okay.
one. I'm just pretty sure I'll be able to get one Monday.
Okay. Well, I hope everything turns out well.
Yeah.
Liver.
Hope I don't have liver cancer.
Yeah, or just, fatty liver, and then you're going to have to quit your beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be a shame? I don't know. I do want to start lifting weights again, and that's one of the things that I'm like. That's why the pizza is so offensive to me. Is like that nothing makes me feel more nasty than that. Like I feel sick, and I don't want to lift weights when I feel sick.
Well, I'm 100% sure that the Planet Fitness people do not take that pizza and shove it down your throat if you walk in the door. And for God forbid, it's Monday pizza day at the time when they bring the pizza out.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure is not 5 a.m.
Yeah, that's true. I probably should have done that one, but
it's the principle of the thing.
Yeah, it's the principle.
I can't find the principle. I still can't find it.
But I kind of wish I would have done that one because now I can't do it on Sundays. I can't work out on Sundays, which is a day where I get kind of an early out at work usually. Lately, from now on, I'll just have it off, I guess. But so it has. If I would have gotten the Planet Fitness one, I would have had more opportunity to work out. Is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
And there's a better chance because it's all the time, and it's right next to my work. So like,
do you
whenever
pass
I get
the Planet Fitness when you drive back?
Yeah, no, it's like
Oh, then it's not really that much of a difference. It's still on your way.
Although
it's not sitting there reminding you.
I could walk and get there in like 3 minutes from my work, if that.
I'm sorry, the rec center. The rec center. Do you drive by the rec center? Is what I meant to ask.
No, it's a few blocks from here. It's probably like a minute or.
So
two
you would
drive.
have to just take the long route to hit the rec center and then come back. So you just have to change your driving route.
Yeah,
You have
but
to
I
change
usually
your driving
go.
habit.
I usually go in city anyway, so I get pretty close to it. It's not very far from my house. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's all right there. I don't know. Because the first day I like did a pretty hard chest workout and then I ran a mile, which was horrifying for me being as fat as I am. It was like, dude, it was like 12 minutes or some shit like that. It was an awful mile time.
Did you run a mile or was it run walk?
It was run walk.
Okay. I was like that.
Can't run it in
You
12.
can't run
that would be
a
like
12-minute
walk
mile.
run. Yeah.
I mean, I've definitely my mile time was about 12 minutes.
Yeah. It
Until
was rough.
pretty recently. So
yeah.
now it's 8. God, what was it? Was it 8:46? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember what my mile time was. I beat it pretty recently. So I had a mile time that was like 9:43, and then I beat it by quite a bit.
Yeah.
Not too long ago.
But I don't know. I'm gonna get back into it.
Okay.
Just
All right.
Now
What were
that
we
I-
talking about before we ran into that?
we were about to start talking about what this episode's supposed to be about, which is shit, man. This is almost like the After Dark.
It was about shit, man.
Yeah, shit, man. The pizza.
Shit,
the pizza fuck.
man.
And now, finally, 45 minutes into this episode, we can finally spend another hour and a half talking about Elden Ring.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So, what have you guys been up to this week, other than sucking the dick of Planet Fitness, Joe?
Oh God, we were talking about all that shit this whole time, and I didn't even get to use this fucking sound drop. God damn it! Fucking.
Go on a date, you fat bitch.
I've played some Chocobo's Dungeon 2. The classic PlayStation 1 title. We did an episode on it yesterday for Ultimate Final Fantasy, the Ultimate Final Fantasy podcast. Played a tiny bit of Conan Exiles after installing that on my PS5. I don't think we played any League this month. I think that kind of petered out. On the
Good. You're healing, finally.
It's not healing. It's the fact that I have no time.
Yeah.
No time.
You're healing. You're becoming an adult.
Yeah, no time, and I'm trying to get laid. And the other thing was Chocobo World. Chocobo World is a game that plays itself, and it's not very good. And yeah, I think that's.
Does the Pocket Station even have buttons?
I don't play it on the Pocket Station.
No, I know, but like I just realized I don't even know what a Pocket Station.
I think it probably has 3 buttons, based upon the controls in a certain Chocobo game. It might have like 4 arrows and a button or 2.
Yeah, it's got like a D-pad kind of and like 1 button.
Yeah. Okay. All right, that makes sense to me based upon this game. God, did I play anything else? I think that's it. This month has been pretty chock full of stuff. The only game I put like significant time into, probably about 10 hours of Chocobo for 2 weeks.
Which one? The dungeon?
Chocobo Dungeon, yeah.
Okay. I guess you can't really count the time in the other one because it's just.
I can't count the time in either of them.
That's true. It doesn't count it. I mean, Steam counts the FF8 time, but if you already played it in the past,
it just adds it to it.
Yeah, it just adds.
I have no idea.
You can see how much time you played in like the last 2 weeks, but I think you started it.
I started a while ago.
Yeah, so
started when I was in Parawan in the trailer.
Damn,
different time.
Yeah. Long ago.
So long.
What about you, A4? What do you got?
I've been playing this game that you might have heard about, called Elden Ring, which is great. I don't know what else to say about it. Like, it's just great. It's a good game. Everyone's already, literally everyone on my friends list is playing it. Everyone's already talked up how many.
Am I not on your friends list?
Well, I mean, like, when I go on Steam, the only, like, and you just look at, like, the list of people that's online, it's just Elden Ring, Elden Ring, Elden Ring, Elden Ring, all the way down the fucking thing. It's insane.
Yeah, there have been a lot of people I know that bought it that aren't really into those games.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not a lot of people, but a few people that like bought it because it looked cool.
Is it the prestige of George R.R. Martin, or it looks cool? Or
it's not.
Okay.
No, it's definitely partly the prestige of George R.R. Martin. I mean, come on. Why else would they have him work on it if it wasn't?
I don't know what parts of this he worked on. Like, I don't know what he contributed.
He wrote the story. That's what he did.
No, I mean, I figured as much. I'm just saying, I cannot. This does not strike me as like a distinctly George R.R. Martin.
Because it has an ending, but we don't know that. That's a joke Joe made. Like, I don't know if it ends. It seems endless.
Yeah, no one has the completionist time on how long to beat. So does it actually end?
Yeah. Is it true?
Well, look, all I'm saying is when I remember that this game, when I think that this game is a collaboration between George R.R. Martin and From Software, I do not think about the George R.R. Martin part. I just think, oh, it's another FromSoft game.
Oh yeah, that's because George Martin doesn't program video games.
No, I know, but like the writing in this doesn't necessarily strike me as like a him thing. It feels very in line with all the other Souls stuff.
I don't think it does because it makes sense, so it doesn't feel in line with all the other Souls stuff. It might feel in line with Sekiro, that actually has a story, a through line story. But to me, so far, it makes sense. But then again,
is the story not in the item menu?
Yeah, no. So far, I also thought that Demon Souls made sense until I got to the ending, and then I was like, guess not. No idea what's going on. So, I don't know. We'll see. Because From Software does this thing where like you think, oh, maybe I'm kind of getting it, and then it just gets really weird and wonky, and that's just not good storytelling. I don't know what to say. Like, everything else about the game could be great, but that's just not good. This game is crazy huge, though. Like, it's pretty fucking nuts, like how big it is.
Yeah.
It's like Skyrim sized.
Yeah. I was going to say, it's not like Breath of the Wild sized or anything, but it's pretty big.
Yeah. It's massive, and there's boss fights all over the place, hidden in little dungeons, nooks and crannies. Yeah, it's kind of different than the other games because of how large it is, but at the same time, it's kind of, you can kind of see how they were leading up to something like this a little bit, like as they've evolved over time. Like, because I feel like they've become more and more open games, because they're kind of like open, closed off games, if that makes sense. Like how Bloodborne,
I didn't play Sekiro, so I don't know how open or linear that game is, but
it's definitely more open than Bloodborne and the other ones. So I feel like it's starting to get more and more just like expansive. So this is something that they kind of led up to, but yeah,
it really illustrates the kind of open world this game is, though. When you get out of like the tutorial cave, and then like immediately in front of you is just a big ass fucking knight in gold armor on a horse. And it's just like, I'm just going to walk around that guy.
Was that a boss?
Figure out where to go.
Is that what everyone's saying is a boss? Or is it just...
I mean, yeah, he's got a boss health bar when you fight him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The tree cavalry, or like the tree sentry, I forget what they call him.
Never fought that
But
guy.
he's literally like right there when you get out of the tutorial cave. And then like you kind of have to walk around him. And the first sight of grace is in like the church, like right behind him. With the guy dressed up as Santa Claus, that's the merchant.
Okay, yeah. I got to go back and fight that guy, I guess.
It's interesting playing a game like this, though, just because like I eventually just through sheer exploration just sort of headed north, and just kept heading north, and eventually I got to like one of the areas that's like closest to the top of the map, and it was just kicking my ass, and it's like I'm gonna go back to like the beginning area. And then that's where I actually was able to find like, oh, here's all the smithing shards I need for like leveling up my weapon early on, because they're level 1. Because I had like smithing shards for like level 4 or 5 that I can't do shit with. So I was just rolling around with like the Uchigatana plus 0 for a while.
Your itchy vagina plus 0?
Yeah.
Weird.
Tell us about it.
Yeah. It's got a pretty big wind up, but does really good damage. So
yeah,
and you don't even want to know what the ash of war is on my itchy vagina.
Yeah, ashy penis when I pull it out. Ash of
yeah,
war.
no, it's just cool as shit. It's a really, really good game. Nice. Everyone's been talking about it, so I don't really need to talk up too much about it, just so this episode doesn't go super long either. But if you're even like remotely interested in a game like Dark Souls but open world, yeah, get Elden Ring. It's great. I'm sure we will be reviewing that, but probably not for a while because this game's fucking massive.
Yeah, we're gonna take our time on it, so don't expect it to be half cooked and game journalisty. So,
dude, have you seen all the game journalists complaining about that game? By the way,
yeah, I have. They're a bunch of pussies. Like, there's one online that was like, I spent like 60 hours in it, and I got 2% through. And he was like, I mean, I appreciate it for what it is, but I feel like the industry needs to change. And he started going on a little rant about, like, they should have given me the game earlier. And I'm like, oh, my God, shut up. Like, they gave you a free fucking game, and you sucked at it, so you took too long, and you didn't beat it. But you're going to give it a review? Like, nobody feels bad for you. You play video games for a living. Like, fuck off.
I just don't understand. I mean, I understand but I don't agree with them. The people who demand that these games have like an easy mode.
Yeah, they're like accessibility. And there's like there was a dude on Twitter who had a big long thread about how he had to give up the game. And then he mentioned that he was blind. And I was like, how the fuck were you playing it at all? Like, he's like, it doesn't have accessibility for me. I'm like, what accessibility could there possibly be for a blind man?
Yeah,
it's a video game.
I know they have stuff like that, but I really don't know how that would work in a game like that.
I think he just meant legally blind.
Maybe
there is no way he could play it as a blind man.
I mean, that's what I
or any video game.
I know, but I'm like,
but if he means legally blind, as in I can't drive, and when I look at a screen, it's difficult for me to actually see anything.
Maybe that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, what are you gonna do? Go down to like 8-bit graphics to make it so that he can like figure it out? I
don't know. I think the artist is king, not the consumer, but that's just me.
Yeah, and the artist here doesn't give a shit about any of that stuff. They just release their game and don't say a word.
So like, consume something else.
I know. It's weird. Everyone seems to think they have a right to like consume stuff, and like, it's too hard.
My favorite a really good rebuttal to the why doesn't Elden Ring have an easy mode thing that I saw was like, you don't see like adrenaline junkies going around demanding Animal Crossing as like a fucking hardcore mode.
Yeah, like why isn't Animal Crossing like Conan Exiles? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
I don't die. I don't lose everything I've ever earned when I die. Pussy game.
Yeah.
Like I agree with that, Joe. I agree. Like it's weird. Everyone like they feel like they have a right to play these things. Like it's owed.
It's just entitlement. It's a complete. It's fucked up because these people. I think they're entitled because they're asking for like super insane involved things like rebalancing an entire game to be easier and like implementing that. Whereas they'll call me entitled when it's just like I just don't want like butt cracks censored out of my games. Sorry that's a weird fucking like idea to you guys, but I don't know. I just think that it should be the fucking artist's vision.
Yeah.
But apparently I'm entitled for thinking that, even though it's a way easier fix to not censor something.
I don't know. I mean, like there was a lot of people raging about Sony censoring some like ridiculous looking horror game recently.
Yeah,
like,
Martha is Dead, I think it's called.
Yeah.
And I mean,
were
like to be fair,
I looked at it.
yeah,
and
it's
I was
like this weird fucking sequence where you literally cut off like a dead woman's face and like peel it off, and it's like super gory. But it's like,
and I was like, I don't know if I want that in my game anyway. Like that's pretty fucking like.
Yeah, I feel like that's
hard.
part of the game. Like you know what you're getting into when you get that.
Yeah,
that and like
exactly.
Although
they won't allow that on their
hold on.
fucking system. But how much were you guys talking about the insane gore effects they have in The Last of Us Part 2?
Yeah,
right?
not at all.
Now, I did just have a flash of a memory of something I was thinking about earlier today because I was thinking about like movies that would give someone PTSD. Like they've never been to war, but they're like really rough movies.
Tropic Thunder.
No, I was thinking.
I'm kidding.
I think on an emotional level, Deer Hunter is, although it's not like super graphic, but it's like pretty heavy movie. And then the first 15 minutes of Saving Private Ryan, famously so. And those are more mainstream stuff. And then I was thinking of that Soviet film, which is the name of which just escapes me. Is about this like little kid and the Germans come in during World War II, and there's a scene in that movie. This movie is terrifying, by the way. There's a scene in that movie. There's like this little girl and this little boy. They're like young teenagers, and they go back into their village after having to like run away after they heard some bombs or whatever, and everybody's and they can't find any of the people. Like they can't find anyone, but it smells and there's flies everywhere. And the boy's like in the kitchen, like looking for thing, and then suddenly the girl just grabs him, and she's like, "Do not look back!" And she like takes him, his entire family. When the shot like comes, like the camera moves behind, and she is making him not look back, and they're running away from this thing. His entire family had been shot, and they're up against the wall on the other side of the house. Yeah. It is, and then there's like parts where like someone just gets blown up right in front of him. Like it's just this fucking like brutal ass movie. And you know what? I was like, everybody should watch this movie. Yeah. Everybody in the world should watch this movie and have to like go through this at the very least to just get like a taste of like true horror. Because that movie is more terrifying than any horror movie I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah,
and it is like sickening. And I'm like, I think everybody actually should do this. And I'm like, I'm really glad that no one, I guess, censored that. Even actually, they did. Actually, no. Yeah, the Soviet Union censored that film. It wasn't available until the collapse of the. I think it was made in 1985, and no one could see it till the 90s. If I'm right, I think I'm right on that, but I'm not 100% on that.
Yeah.
So yeah, someone did censor that. That actually kind of pisses me off. So even though it's like atrocious, like stuff that you're seeing, and probably in this horror game, because it's a horror game, it's probably a little bit like it's not actually pornographic, but you know what I mean by pornographic, like it's exploitative. And kind of like over the top. Like there's probably like some churning in the stomach about that, but I don't think they should be censored at all.
No, I mean, it's also funny for the Soviets to censor that because they did all kinds of shit like that.
Oh
for
yeah,
a long time.
but they also hid it.
Oh yeah, they pretended. Yeah. I mean, they literally made fake villages to have people come and see how awesome the Soviet Union was.
Oh yeah, that movie's called Come and See.
Yeah, that
like, come and see what this looks like.
I don't think. I don't know. Saving Private Ryan, I imagine, would be triggering for people who actually did go to war. I can't imagine getting PTSD from watching.
No. It was just an idea I had about like what are the most traumatic movies that I've seen.
Oh, okay.
And that aren't that aren't trying to be like aren't trying to gross you out.
Yeah, it's not just like a
Right.
There's like
Sam
there's
Raimi
like
movie.
there's like an honest like reason why there's violence in this movie. And
Yeah, it's
so-
like genuine.
yeah, it's genuine. And that one's one where I was just like, yeah.
Yeah, and see, that's where I kind of take Sony's side with the Devil May Cry thing, because like her ass hanging out, that's not really necessary. And I could see why you would still want the nasty ass sex scene in Last of Us 2 if you were trying to push.
Well, because
the
it's
kind of
Oscar
shit.
bait.
If you're trying to push the kind of shit that Last of Us 2 is trying to push.
I mean, do you think it should be censored?
I don't think it should be. I just don't care.
I don't think that the game where you cut the woman's face off should be censored, even though it's weird, gross gore porn.
Yeah, and I'm
And
not
I
going to
don't
play
think
it.
that The Last of Us 2 sex scene should be censored,
What
even
is
though it's
what?
weird,
Okay,
gross
so
gore
what
porn.
happens in the Last of Us sex scene? Because I have no idea. What you're
Dude, she
talking
just gets like grabbed from behind, and the dude just like starts nailing
The
her.
ugliest,
Is it-
and I'm going to
about.
break
Is
my fingers
it
doing these air quotes.
consensual
The
or is it a
ugliest-
rape scene?
It's
No,
consensual.
it's a consensual sex scene, but it's between some guy and the ugliest woman you've ever seen.
Yeah, she's like the buff ass like freak chick. She has to like move her big balls out of the way to get to her vagina. That was the joke I made on the podcast.
Imagine if Brock Lesnar had like a ponytail. That's Abby.
Yeah, it's just gross, and like I don't know. I don't like the scene. I don't like.
I mean, you may not like it, but I don't know whether that.
But
like,
what I'm saying is I think it's more artistic than the chick's ass in Devil May Cry 5. I think that's
And I don't
tasteless
think that any
humor.
of that shit should be. I
Yeah.
don't think that should be censored. I don't think the chick's ass and Devil May Cry should be censored.
I don't either.
think. I mean,
I
guess
don't know. Like it's look, it's the thing that Emilia Clarke did in Game of Thrones, right? She said, "I don't want to do any more sex scenes or nude scenes unless it's like impactful." Which of course I was like, stupid liberal. And then of course, afterwards I was like,
sex
no, I
scenes
guess that
impacted
kind
me a
of
lot. I don't know about you guys.
that makes sense. To
there's
me.
there's a quote from Ridley Scott, which is like and I'm butchering this because he used better language than I did, but he said something like, all sex scenes in movies are like they're not necessary. And that's what he said. It's not true for all films, because some films, like I would say, like Lust Caution, like the drama happens in the sex that's in the movie, so not necessarily all movies, but yeah, a lot of movies are like you suddenly get like I think the worst one that I've seen recently that I was like, this movie's almost perfect except for this sex scene is out of nowhere, is like Boys in the Hood. Have you seen Boys in the Hood?
No.
Okay. Boys in the Hood, amazing movie. But there's like one sex scene in it, one of the two, I think there are, one of the two sex scenes in it where it just like suddenly becomes like an 80s music video, or it's like it suddenly like fades in, and you know the camera's like lilting to the side, and there's a lot of diffusion on the lens with these like blown out highlights, and there's like this they're making love, and it's like, that was a totally unnecessary scene. Like, you could have faded to black, or made the sex scene actually have some story value.
Yeah.
But instead, it's like it's the fade out unnecessary sex scene that gives. It's not even titillation. It's just there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, most sex scenes don't have a purpose, especially now, by the way, because movies. Exploitation films could sell the fact that you're going to see topless ladies in a movie, and you're going to go see that movie because there's topless ladies. But with pornography being very easily accessible for everybody on the planet, now you kind of just not need to do that unless there's an absolute reason to have that.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of, I don't know. I think that is like the quality of the art thing argument rather than like necessarily like, should it be there, should it not?
Look,
Like, it should matter to the story.
I
in a perfect
disagree.
world.
I think if I'm going to watch a shitty video game movie, I want to see some tits. Like, I think that's the least they could give me. Like,
I mean,
they're
that
not trying to make a
sex
good
scene
movie
in the
here.
Monster Hunter movie between Rathalos and Diablos was insane. That was some good shit.
Like when I got a Nuva Bowl film that didn't have boobs, I was kind of like mad. I was like, "Come on, really? No tits?
Did they show tits in,
No,
in the
come
Name of the
on.
King? I can't remember.
Come
now.
No tits in Name of the King? I'm pretty sure, right? There was no nudity.
No, I watched that with my parents. There was no nudity.
I mean, it was hilarious, so I at least got that.
There was a
out
part
of
where
it, but-
Matthew Lillard like was almost gonna slam some chick.
Yeah, there was some almost sex scenes that I remember because I'm with my parents. So every time I'm with I see one of those scenes, is like, oh fuck, this is gonna get like, God, guys, I think I've said this on the show before, but the last line in one of the James Bond films where he's like, I thought Christmas only came once a year, and then the movie just fades to black and ends. That was still probably the most awkward moment I've ever had in my life with anybody ever. It's just like sitting there with my parents and a cum joke happens before the movie fades to black. And the movie ends there. It doesn't keep going so that we can have some fun. He's like,
yeah.
Pierce Brosnan's like, I thought if Christmas only came once a year because the chick's name is Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas Jones.
Is that
Christmas Jones?
Is,
The world
is
is
that,
not
Not
enough.
Die Another Day.
I think it's
What's
the
the one
world is
before it?
not enough. It's either the
Okay.
world is not enough or the other one.
I think it's World is Not Enough.
Okay.
I've seen Die Another Day. I
Die
don't
Another
think I've seen that
Day.
one.
No, that's not. It's the one with It's the one with Charlie Sheen's ex-wife. Yeah.
I don't, think I've
I
seen
don't know
that
who his
one.
ex-wife is.
I'm having memory problems. There's people shouting at the podcast right now.
Yeah. I'm eating pizza and working out. Fuck you.
The Lunk Alarm's going off, and he's just like, "It's fucking Goldfinger, you shit."
Yeah.
Promise it's gold.
No, you can't kick me out. I'm fat. I'm eating pizza. Come on.
Well, because I was trying to think of isn't there one right after GoldenEye, but before The World Is Not Enough? Or am I getting those mixed up?
I don't know.
Hold on. Sorry, man. I haven't been on a Bond kick for a little while. Tomorrow Never Dies.
Okay.
Which is not the movie. So it is The World Is Not Enough.
Okay. I couldn't
Tomorrow Never
remember.
Dies is the one with Michelle Yeoh in it.
Hmm.
Do you think the theme for Casino Royale kind of sucks?
Oh, the song?
Yeah. I think it sucks.
I think that by itself, it's not great. But the way, if you listen to the soundtrack, the way that they use cues from the song is really cool. The soundtrack to Casino Royale is awesome. So it's actually kind of I don't know, kind of a double-edged sword. It's it's an okay song, but it's not a great Bond opener. All the other Craig ones, except for Quantum, have better songs. And then, but then the way they use it in the soundtrack is just it's marvelous. Because every time I see that movie, I hear the swells because they use the song as the bass for the
It's like a leitmotif.
Yeah, for all the other musical instrumentation for the rest of the movie.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
I just remember when I got to the credits, I was just like, "Ooh, this song's kind of lame."
I don't remember the song. I haven't seen Casino Royale in a hot minute.
It's the one with the audio slave guy.
Yeah, Chris Cornell.
Cornell.
Oh God, why did they choose him?
I don't know.
I don't know. They also have a Jack White one for Quantum of Solace, and that one's
Oh
not
Jesus
good.
Christ!
However, Skyfall, it's an amazing
awesome,
song,
yeah.
and then the one they did for Spectre is a really good song, and then the one they just did, the Billie Eilish one's really good too. So
Yeah, dude, Jack White kind of sucks, man.
he's got one great song.
And another one that I like, but the one, yeah, the Icky Thump song. It sounds like he's act in real time figuring out how to play his.
I'll
guitar.
be honest, I don't know the song.
It was kind of
no, because the riff in Icky Thump is like. It's all
that
off
riff.
time.
But his guitar solo in the middle, it sounds like he's looking down at his guitar and figuring it. It's like deek, diddly, deek, 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 deek. It's like he's figuring out the notes.
There's an art in messiness sometimes. Twice.
Dude.
You know that guy can play.
I know
So
he can,
it's
but it's retarded messiness. It's not fucking. It's not. It's not Metallica.
Metallica's not messy. That's
Well-
the thing with Metallica. They have 2 noise solos in the load.
I guess it's not. It's not that it's messy. It's just that it's not the timing isn't perfect. It's not industrial. It's,
Yeah.
It's thrash, so it's still really fast and the tempo changes and things move around. So it's not messy like that. It's not cool messy. It's messy like a kid with a crayon messy. It sounds like he's figuring out how to play the guitar right in front of us.
Different strokes for different stripes.
Yeah.
Different white stripes.
I think that band's mostly annoying, but
I haven't heard that much from him. I'll be
I
honest.
never really did a deep dive in any of their shit
I had
besides the
friends-
songs that everyone knows.
I had friends
Yeah.
in middle school who listened to him, so I have listened to him, but not consciously.
yeah, I don't know. That's just kind of what it
And
reminds
it didn't
me of.
annoy me like Blink-182 did, so that's where I'm at.
Yeah,
My
maybe
memory of the same time period.
they should do a Bond theme.
Well, I was gonna say we
fuck
if
it.
we're getting like industrial people to do Bond themes. Did Trent Reznor ever do one? Because
No, he never did.
that would rule.
He never did. But I do love like the Trent Reznor remake of the Led Zeppelin song at the beginning of Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. That was pretty sweet.
Oh,
That was a cool little sequence. That was almost like a Bond opener. Like which is funny because Daniel Craig stars in that movie.
Yeah.
That must have been on purpose. That shit was on purpose. That David Fincher did that shit on purpose. Totally. He's like, yeah, let's have like a crazy like animated sequence with like some like crazy music, and it will star Daniel Craig, and it'll be like it's not a spy movie, but it's like a mystery like thriller, you know.
there's like espionage involved, sort of,
sort of.
Yeah, that is kind of. He's like, maybe I should make the next Bond. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. Come on, and be like, no, it'll cost 3 times as much because you're David Fincher, and that's what you do.
Yeah, it's like
That's why David Fincher doesn't make a bunch of movies. His movies cost too much.
Yeah,
Because he
takes like 1,000.
He refuses. Yeah, that's his thing. He's like, well, we're gonna spend a bunch of money on this movie. We might as well even more money on this movie to get more time. I really wish I had the same time. Believe me. Oh my god, the fact that he could like do one scene for like 4 days.
Yeah.
What a dream.
It sounds like hell for the people that are doing it, though.
Nah,
I mean, I guess you're getting paid
Could
either
be.
way.
But
Depends on the
David
actor.
Fincher did give them free pizza, so they'd stay and do the shoot.
Yeah.
They do get free foods. Yeah, crafty and lunch. So
He wanted his film shoot to be a welcoming environment.
Yeah.
that's the idea.
Ben Affleck, you're starting to get kind of fucking fat. You mind laying off the
Oh,
pizza?
dude, Monica yesterday was like, it would be really good because like Nick, our producer, was trying to get like he's like, okay, what is any special requests for Crafty? And she's like, could we get some healthy food, please? Because yeah, Crafty on a film set is usually junk food. And I was like, yeah, can we please get some healthy food for Crafty? And like I would just assumed I wasn't gonna eat. And then like the other thing was like, honestly, if I had my way, which I guess I could because it's my movie, but I'm not going to. I do want people to feel welcome, but there's a part of me that's just like, yeah, it should just be vegetables and dip, and for Crafty, and maybe some like cheese and meat like sandwich slices, and yeah.
I would do like little sandwiches.
Because honestly, it's like everybody's like energy levels too. If you eat a bunch of carbs, you're just gonna be like crashing during different parts of the day, and so like if you do keep it like low carb and relatively like healthy and like refreshing kind of foods, like I think everybody would be a happier set, even though you'd be like, oh, where's the M&Ms?
Yeah. Only brown M&Ms, please.
So
Yeah, I demand only the brown M&Ms remain.
yeah,
I only want green M&Ms. I want her to have her sexy shoes back, please and thank you.
I don't
Yeah.
know if I brought this up on the show why they don't want brown M&Ms thing was done
No.
for Van Halen.
Mm.
Oh, it was like the coolest thing. I heard this on Freakonomics. The idea was there's a whole bunch of things that the venue has to check off for safety and stuff like that. They have a big list. They have like a big packet of, I can't remember what it's called, but it's basically a bunch of directions like before that they get there. And it includes like a bunch of like really important shit and then like other little things for the rock stars. So the idea is like, okay, well, if they didn't see the M&M thing, they probably didn't see like the other safety shit that was important. So it was actually like a trick to get the venues to pay attention.
See, I would have just been like, I'm not picking out the other M&Ms. Go fuck yourself. But then they would know that I looked at the list. So
I just thought they were.
Well, you would have to say that.
Yeah, like write it down. And then the venue guy says, "Fuck you! I'm not pulling out all the other M&M colors."
Yeah,
but that would give them what they want anyway.
Yeah, that's actually pretty fucking genius. They're just like, they're making sure that they're paying attention because when they get to the venue and like there's brown M&Ms in the M&M thing, they're just like
they know they read the list. Yeah.
They didn't do it.
And what kind of safety does a boring band like Van Halen need?
Yeah, I'm sure there's not like pyrotechnics and shit at a Van Halen concert.
Yeah.
All right. Is that all you've been playing?
Kind of all that I can remember playing. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think there's anything else super big.
Twice you play. What'd you play?
I mostly played. I probably honestly mostly played Elden Ring. I played a lot of hours of it. The first boss I fought was like a major boss. That was a bad idea. I spent like Dude, I was fighting him for like 5 hours, and then I was like, hey, I have to leave. I'm only level...
You're talking about Margit?
Yeah. I was only level like 8, so I had only leveled up in the game.
Oh, that's why it was hard. God.
Well, yeah, he was hitting me real hard, but I was getting the parries down, man. I was like taking time, getting good at the game. Because like the way I normally play these games is I just kind of two-hand my sword, hold it in both hands, do extra damage, and dodge roll a lot. And I don't want to do that this time. You know, I want to actually like take the time to get the mechanics down, get the parrying down. And if I don't, you know, parry every hit that they launch at me, I'll still do some dodge rolls and like attack them from the side and shit like that. I'll still get a few cheap shots in, but I want to like actually get the physics of the game down so that I get good. I want to actually be good at it instead of just playing a hard game in my shitty way. That's how I want to do it. So it's taken a long time. But I've probably beaten like 6 or so bosses now. I did 2 of the stupid fucking cat guys or whatever who like have the sword that they like chop down super fast. I did 1, and then I did 1 with a bunch of his cunt buddies running around. That one was brutal. So, and then another reason why I want to get good is I got an item that makes me get good. It's like it's a talisman that you get, and every time you do a critical attack, so like in Bloodborne when you would parry and then do like a visceral, you know, like a big fucking mega stab into their abdomen usually. That's what they consider the criticals in this one. So every time I do that, it gives me like a third of my health back. Just like
no
straight
shit.
up. Yeah, dude, it's pretty heavy. So against Margit, like he would hit me pretty hard, but if I did that twice in a row, if I got the parries down, I'd be basically at full health.
Yeah.
So that's another reason why I want to try to just get the game down. So yeah, I'm taking a lot of time in there, and it's still really hard. Like I just suck at this game. I suck at all of these games.
Did you hug the lady at the round table hold?
Yeah, I did.
Did you know about the debuff it gives you?
Nope.
Yeah, so if you hug her, she gives you that like that talisman blessing thing that like gives you better poise, but you also lose 5% of your max HP until you use it.
Really?
Yeah, if there's like a little red, if up by your health bar there's a little red square with like a down arrow next to it, it means that you've got the debuff.
Yeah, that's what I thought I was saying, and I was remembering looking at my health bar. I mean, like this seems smaller than it was. I guess that's probably why. Yeah, I don't know. It's a great game though. I think it's a lot of fun so far. It's huge, and there's a lot of places to explore. There's a lot of little mini bosses.
I think it's so good, and I think a lot of people are losing their minds over it because, like, unlike a lot of the other Souls games, which are linear, so you're just hitting your head against a wall over and over again to try and get through like a big linear chunk. So with this being open world, it feels like you're constantly finding new things and like constantly getting that like dopamine hit of like improvement or just progression. So
yeah, plus
I think in that way it's a little more accessible than like Bloodborne or Dark Souls.
Yeah, it's still really hard though. But
it's hard, yeah, but like just because you can kind of go anywhere.
Yeah, and like when I left,
there's like sites of lost grace all over the damn place.
Yeah,
you're not too far from feeling like you did something.
Yeah, and like when I couldn't beat Margit, he was the first boss I ran into, by the way, the very first boss in the game.
Yeah,
and it's funny because not to give him too much shit, but like Dead Islander is just pissing me off the other day. He's like, "No, the first boss is this guy," and then you were like, "Oh, I fought this guy first," and then like he wouldn't give up on like, "No, the first boss is this guy," and I'm like, "It's an open world game. The first boss is whatever fucking boss you find." Like, what's so hard about this? Like, we've all said our first boss is like 5 different bosses. Like, why are you being so like pain in the ass about? No, this is the first boss. Like, bitch, no, it ain't. I didn't find that guy. Yeah, I was like, it's open. That's the cool thing about it. Like, there might be a path that you should fight the bosses in. Like, hey, this boss is fucking hard. Don't go to this guy, which is the guy I went to. Don't go to him first. Like, kind of kill some of these littler dudes first and then go to that guy. But I was like,
maybe he's following the strategy guide.
Maybe,
the official strategy guide.
Maybe. Yeah, I could see.
I don't even know if there is an official strategy guide for this thing. Because, like, if you pre-ordered it, you got, like, the quote adventure guide. And it's literally just like, caves and mines and shit in this game. Anyway, see ya. Like,
Go explore.
kinda, yeah. Like,
Yeah. I mean, and it's kind of given me the same feeling a little bit of what the Conan did. Where like it's a game.
would you
I
say
don't
this game
wanna-
is better than Conan Exiles?
I wouldn't say that for sure. I couldn't bring myself to say such a thing. It's not as like figure it out as Conan Exiles. But it is a
Which
game
is weird
where-
because it's a Souls game.
yeah, well, it's figure out how to not suck. But in Conan, it's like figure literally every single thing out that there is. I know nothing about what's in front of me. It's like FF11 style, except for I'm not crying.
Yeah,
Not yet.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
Yeah, it's not
that
impossible.
hard. Yeah.
The minus key isn't the thing that pulls your menu open, and you're like, I have no idea how to equip anything. I don't know how to even pull my weapon out of my.
It is still plenty convoluted, but it's not as
Yeah.
convoluted as FF11.
That's true. That's true. So like, I'm not figuring out quite as much, but it does kind of bring back those feelings, you know, those Exiles feelings. It's just a huge world. I don't want to hear anything about it. I don't want to see anything from anybody else, really. Like on Twitter, there's a few people I follow that are like posting the bosses that they've killed. Of course, they're all a bunch of pussies, and they got their summons in there, and they're like, you know, blocking and then attacking. Like, loser, don't block, parry. Like, why are you being a bitch?
They have a mechanic in this game specifically to counterattack when you block.
I don't know what that is. I've never done it, not once,
Uh-huh.
except for when the tutorial made me do it, and then I looked away. Well, as I hit the button, I looked away, so it doesn't exist. I honestly, I've never done it in a fight. I'd never have done that.
It makes it really easy to break enemy stances. You should probably just do that.
I know. I probably should against normal guys at least. But it's kind of it's cool because it takes a lot of the stuff that Sekiro had. I think with like the stance and like the stagger. It's kind of an invisible bar this time, and it's usually just a couple heavy parries and you'll stagger whoever you're fighting.
Yeah.
But it's a really cool open world game. You know, I kind of get tired of open world games. That's why I'm not really looking that forward to. Eventually, we'll probably play. Well, maybe we won't play Horizon Zero Dawn 2. I mean, Joe doesn't really care about it.
I have zero interest in that game.
I don't know how Zach feels. I don't know about
Like
Zero.
the amount I care about Horizon is so little, it's not even quantifiable. It's not just zero, it's like the absence of where a zero was.
It's like what is that? That way of that temperature that's like so cold. It's like Kelton or something. It's
Yeah,
what
like
is that?
it's literally absolute
Kelvin?
zero.
Keldon, yeah, absolute zero. You got to measure it with the. I don't know if it's absolute zero for me. I mean, I thought the first game was fun.
You
Over
said you
time.
wanted to see her minge or whatever.
Well, yeah, but you're not going to be able to. It's going to be all nasty.
I
in
thought
this
you
one.
liked
She's
that game a
got-
lot.
she's got
I don't know why you're
nipple,
not
like
excited
they-
for the sequel.
I gave it pretty good reviews. Over the years, I've come to your side of the aisle on that game.
Okay. I didn't ask you to.
I know.
I'm surprised.
Did you not see, Schweiss, that she has like actually fully modeled nipples under her clothes?
I did.
Like you can just clip the camera through and it's like, why are these here? Like, why does Sony always do this?
I don't know.
They did this shit when they took Alien Page's fucking tits in Beyond Two Souls.
I don't know. I never played that.
I don't know.
She had fully modeled tits in that game. Like if you took the camera away during a shower scene.
Oh,
Like you're not
nice.
supposed to be able to, but like when people hacked the game, they found out she had fully modeled tits. And it's like, why? You can't even see them.
I don't know. For me, it had to have like one inverted nipple.
Well,
you
at least
know?
give the art. I mean, that artist probably has, probably doesn't like his job, and that's his like one respite every 3 years. He gets to do a model with some tits on it.
Yeah.
No, but it's two different companies. Like Horizon's by Gorilla, and
Yeah,
Beyond
and
Two
then-
Souls was by Quantic Dream.
Yeah, and then at the end, he's like, "Great, now he's a good. Now she's a dude. Fucking great. My job sucks.
Could have had the tits in the game the whole time.
Like, my job fucking sucks. I draw tits, and now the chick is a dude. This is bullshit. Sony, come on, get me someone more stable. Someone that'll still have the tits later. Okay, I'm not gonna draw the tits unless they keep the tits.
I can't jerk off to it now that I now
Now
that
if I
I know
jerk
that
off
they're
to
not
it,
there
I'm
anymore.
fucking gay. Or if I'm not gay and I jerk off to it, I'm a fucking bigot. You did this, Sony. Shit.
Oh man.
But yeah, it's a great game so far. I think it's pretty fun.
Yes, it is.
It's huge too. It's like it's fucking. I have 0% on the story. 0. I'm at 0%, and I.
Is there a way you can like check that in game or like what?
I press like when you press the PlayStation button, it'll come up with like your completion for the game. You know, on the PS5. Oh, that's right. You got a PS4.
I don't because I don't own that console because it doesn't have any games. But that's beside the point.
There is a game. You're playing it right now. You're just playing the lesser
yeah, on my
version.
PC, so it's not a PlayStation.
Oh,
5
that's right.
game.
You're playing on PC. All right, that's fair. Well, now you're just cheating. You don't have a controller. You have some keyboard.
Oh
It's
yeah,
cheap.
I don't have a yeah, you can't see this, but yeah, I don't have a controller.
No, can't see it.
Yeah.
I also
Yeah,
can't
hold
see
it.
the parry counter or the block counter.
You can't see the 3 wolves I summon every single boss fight. I get the opportunity to summon them.
Fucking bitch.
To be fair, there are a few bosses that I had to fight where you can't summon, and I did have like, it's like a Bloodhound something night or whatever.
Bloodhound gang.
It's like if you go south on the main road, there's like a cliff and there's like a big like concrete disc at the top of this hill, and then like there's a portal in the middle of it, and then you just go to another realm and then you fight this thing.
Did you kill him?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, it took me a few tries, but I finally got it down.
I haven't even like blocked him. I haven't parried him once. He scares me. I ran away.
Yeah. At least when you die there, like your souls still show up again. Like in the real world. What are you showing him?
No, I'm sorry.
Something from the Resident
Getting ready for the Resident Evil review.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I played that. I did play a little bit of Conan Exiles. I got the boy into the Exiles. I downloaded it on the PS4, and he's been playing. Yeah, we'll keep the tits. No full nudity though. The PlayStation doesn't allow.
Gotta get that PC version, man. He's gonna drag his dick in the sand.
I know. I wish you could.
Lame. I could put in a Blu-ray that has full nudity in it.
Yeah.
The same console.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can too. Big college jug.
And that's like, real nudity where like a person was there and then photons were translated into digital signals, as opposed to someone just modeling, making something in a computer that's not actually real.
Yeah, is it really?
Are you saying that? Are you saying that like pictures and 3D models can't be sexy, Joe? As a guy who does that for a living, I feel very, very attacked right now.
I've definitely attacked your profession many times here.
Yeah.
No, I mean it can be, but it's not the real fake thing,
Yeah, so it's not nudity. If nudity is naked people, those aren't people.
Yeah,
that's true.
They aren't people.
No, it's a depiction of a naked person.
Yeah, it's the idea of a naked
Yeah,
person.
yeah. It's
the
like,
translating of an idea of a naked person, but is it actually a naked person, or does it even really look like a naked person? Not when you like step back and look at it.
It's
No,
like
it
when
doesn't
you took a big shit the night before, but you didn't turn the fan on, and you go back in the bathroom, and there's just like a little bit left. You're like, it's the idea of what happened yesterday, but it's not there. But there's just like reminiscence, like a fine wine.
Yeah.
Like it's not quite.
I'm not following that.
It's just there, but not. So I don't know.
But is a depiction of free pizza as enticing as actual free pizza?
I don't know.
Does it make you hungry?
I mean, pizza always makes me
When
hungry.
you see deliciously animated pizza, does it make you as hungry as when you see real pizza?
Only if it's
animated slice of pizza from like the Goofy movie does not make me hungry like a real.
I like
pizza.
how you said that as I was thinking of that exact fucking
We
scene.
were I was thinking. Well, I thought animated pizza, and then my brain went to like, when was the last time I saw an animated pizza? Like, I think it's the Goofy movie.
Yeah.
With like, and
Or
like
Ninja
that's
Turtles.
probably like the most like delicious looking version of a. But even then, like that or like a picture of a real pizza. No, there's
Look,
no
I'm just saying, if
comparison.
you saw like a very meticulously 3D modeled piece of pizza, it would probably make you hungry.
Well, yeah, like Final Fantasy 15's food kind of makes me want to eat food.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that
That's what
looks
I'm
fucking
saying when it's
good.
like a 3D model of a naked woman is still kind of nudity.
Yeah, but it's not the same as if you saw a picture of the real food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, but like there's only so much we can do with photography.
we can do anything in photography because photography is digital now.
Yeah, you just
No,
can't
but
get
I mean,
people
like,
to stand in front of
you
long
you.
as
should make a game
As
out
long
of
as you have
photographs.
as long as you have
like
the
that.
exposure correct, then you should have quite a bit of leeway in photography and be able to do whatever the fuck you want with
What
it.
I'm saying is
Post.
Conan Exiles is not a game made up of photographs. It's made up of 3D models made in space. So you can't, you know what I mean?
I think they made it in Europe, but all right. That's space. Absolute zero space.
Did anybody beat a game?
Yeah, I beat a lot.
Has anyone beaten a game in the last
All right,
2 months? We
Let's
haven't
get this
done it.
real fast because the battery's running low here.
Okay.
Yeah, what's the last thing you have down for me?
Oh, hang on.
Hang
We're
on.
getting ahead of ourselves.
Hold on.
And I'm retarded.
on.
Did anybody
One of those things, right?
beat a game? Where the fuck is the thing, man?
I don't know, man. It's not my program, bruh.
Where's the
Dude,
How do I even go?
it's not my program, bruh.
Oh, here it is. I lost the bar. Where is it in here?
I don't know, man.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
Oh,
man.
is that it? There it is. I just named it really stupidly. All right. Has anybody beaten a game this year? Because I don't have any games down for this year.
No shit.
Yeah, the way we've done it, we didn't do. Because last month we didn't do the games
Catching up.
because we
Shit.
yeah,
Halo 4, if we didn't mark that in fuck.
we didn't.
Okay. Halo 4, Chocobo's Dungeon 2. What did we play before Chocobo's Dungeon 2?
I don't know. Was it the Mario? No, it was Air Gaze, and then Mario, and then. But I think that was last year.
Well,
God bless the ring.
Sorry. Well, let's start on your list then while I double check this.
All right, A4, go to town.
Okay, this year I have beaten Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania, Hot Shot Racing, Pokemon Shield, Cuphead, Sakura Gamer,
Soccer.
Bayonetta.
So, wait, what? Soccer, a gamer?
Sakura Gamer. Sakura meaning the Japanese word for cherry blossom.
Sakura.
Okay.
Yeah, Sakura Gamer.
Sakura.
Bayonetta. Accounting Plus.
That sounds like a
Doom
chorus.
2016. And SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated.
Oh, which by the way won the won the
poll.
Won the poll.
How is Doom 2016 going back?
Great. I don't know if I mentioned this before on the podcast, but my fucking tablet fell over a few months ago, and like it just fell flat on its face. And when I lifted it up, assuming nothing was wrong, it was just the whole screen was cracked. So I had to get a new tablet. So I'm like, all right, I'll just get like a bigger one. That'll be nice. And that's like my second monitor. And the reason that it fell was because I was trying to move my monitor out of the way so I could like look at a hookup back here for this new camera. And I was like, all right, if I'm going to get a new tablet that's already bigger, so it's going to like get in the way of the monitor I have now, I might as well just get a different monitor, like slightly smaller, but that I can use that as an excuse to do like a high refresh rate purchase. So I was playing Doom 2016 because now I can play it at like 120 FPS and it is buttery fucking smooth.
Nice. Is it as good as Doom Eternal?
I'm going to play Doom Eternal next because I want to play with a mouse and keyboard, and I didn't play the DLC, so I will let you know. But I really still think I like Doom 2016 better, just because like Doom Eternal, like all the fucking ways you kill enemy, like they have one easy way to kill like every enemy, so it just kind of starts feeling like rock paper scissors. So it doesn't feel like you get as much variety in the way you kill enemies like you can in Doom 2016, where like every weapon is viable against every enemy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Doom 2016 is a little bit more like spray and pray, and then Doom Eternal, and it's honestly the reason why the game's more difficult is like figuring out. It's more difficult for me at least.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
like figuring out each enemy.
Yeah, certain
Like
weapons will
using the
stagger
grenade
them.
launcher to fucking kill Caco, or like to stagger Caco demons instantly, or like the sticky bombs on the arachnids or whatever the fuck. So like, and that's cool and everything, but it feels like, all right, there's this enemy now. I have to switch to the sniper rifle, which I never use at any other point.
Yeah, that's true.
Whereas Doom 2016 just feels like I can use any weapon. I can use the plasma rifle. I can use the fucking heavy machine gun, the super shotgun, all this shit.
They dressed Doom back up.
Doom 2016 is just 100% fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I left a Steam review. I'm like, I think this is as close as you can get to a perfect video game. It's so fucking good.
Would you have given God of War 2016 a perfect score with us?
I haven't played it yet. I have it.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure.
So that's
though.
the only one with
Doom
the perfect
2016
score.
didn't have a perfect score.
No, it was like 97.
Yeah, I gave it perfect scores.
I think you were the only one,
Yeah.
but we all gave it like fucking high.
Shameful.
So.
Fucking shameful.
I gave it perfect scores. I think I gave Far Cry Primal near perfect scores.
Really?
I gave Halo perfect scores.
You gave Halo 1 a perfect score?
I think it's a perfect game. And then God of War.
Mm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Those are the ones I've given like ridiculously high scores to. All among my favorite games.
Fair enough.
Okay. Those are the only two because I beat Super Smash Bros. 2 days before the new year. Because fuck me.
All right. Well, for me, I've got a few. Obviously, Chocobo Dungeon 2, but I also beat Cuphead was the first game I beat this year. And then I beat Bayonetta. And then I beat... what the fuck? It says in here I have 7 games beaten. What games?
I don't know.
Oh, that's right. I went ham on a couple little boys. I did beat Super Smash Bros. This year, too.
You what?
He went ham on a couple little boys is what I just heard twice say.
Yeah.
I have no idea what that means. I don't want to know what it means.
So, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Cuphead, Halo 4. I forgot I beat a bunch of little things. Phasmophobia. Ran through every one of the maps again. Lunch Lady I beat this year.
Oh, I was going to make that joke. I'm like, did you play Faz and Lunch Lady again? Like what?
You ready for Pacify?
I'm ready. Standing by.
I don't want to do that second level again.
Yeah, that second level sucked.
What, the Asylum one?
No, the...
Oh, no, wait, that's
chicken
Devour.
one.
God.
Yeah, the
Devour's
chicken.
way better,
Yeah, Devour is a much better game.
even though it's a ripoff.
And then Chocobo's Dungeon 2.
Which you already named for the audience, but you're typing it again.
Typing it again, yeah. So Zach isn't here to report his 2 months of Hog. So when he gets back, we will have him update his. But as it stands right now for the hosts, King Hog, A4 Extreme with 9 games beaten. I am in second place with 7. Joe, third place with 2.
I'm actually kind of surprised you're keeping up with me.
I mean, 2 of those games, one of them I play constantly, and the other one took me 0 time to beat, basically.
I mean,
I
those
beat
games do exist. If I wanted to get farther, I could boot up Gone Home and play it for 2 minutes and get find the secret room with the key that leads to the ending. So
Yeah. I mean, that's the best way to play that game, is to get it over with.
yeah, or I could load up Dear Esther and just hold the W key and then fall asleep until the game's over.
Yeah, I don't understand that. So, this is something I've been giving Jake a lot of shit about. He says he doesn't have time to play, Sekiro to catch up to the Souls games. But then he plays, 40 of these bullshit walking sim games. And I'm like, dude.
Well, he's got to... I think he wants to still be top of the hog.
He's like,
so
well,
that's probably why.
They're still games and they're cheap. And they don't take long. But I'm like, but what's the enjoyment level there? It seems fucking low.
Absolute 0, because I've played a bunch of those and I hate all of them.
Yeah, what's the point? Or graphic or visual novels he's counting. And I'm like, yeah, but is it worth your time? I know that it doesn't take very much time, whereas
There are some actually very good visual novels, to be fair. The Ace Attorney games are fucking fantastic.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think, I don't have time is a weird reason when you have like 100 games beaten. It's like, no, you've got time. You're just using it poorly.
He's
for
got
stupid
100 games beaten instead of 16, because if that's what would probably happen if he was trying to beat Sekiro.
Yeah, but I mean, you'd be beating good games. So like that's what I'm
Look.
saying is the hog corrupts.
I respect the hustle.
Yeah, I respect the hustle, but I think the grind is misplaced. Is what I'm
Little
getting
bit.
at. If you're gonna grind something, you got to grind something that's difficult or like something that you want to play, not grind a bunch of shit just to be number one.
You gotta grind. You gotta grind against things that don't want you.
Exactly. Yeah, that's how you get. That's how you get that little dot above your house that I talked about in the ultimate episode. Very unfortunate website.
Oh, you have that dot over your house too? Sick.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, it's kind of like the bat signal. You know what I mean? Like, we need you.
Jesus.
Yeah. It's like the anti-bat symbol. It's telling them they don't need me. They don't want me.
Okay.
He's not the neighbor we want. He's the neighbor
He's the
we
neighbor
need.
we need. Yeah. Did somebody need to be touched? Could
you imagine going around introducing yourself to a new neighborhood because you have that dot over your house, but you're dressed as Batman the whole time?
Yeah. Call me when you need me.
God.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for hanging out for this overly long shouting match of a podcast about a gym that none of us have memberships to. It was fun. Yeah. Keep up
I
on the
give
hog.
free pizza 3 out of 10 for replayability because
Yeah.
I mean, you can really only replay it if you like throw it up again. Like
It's true, yeah. And then it's just not as good. It's not
Yeah.
Chinese food or anything, so
not Indian food. It's not the same coming out as it was going in. So,
But then I guess the implication is we then put it back in.
Then you ate it again.
Yeah, which is just not good either way. All the way around.
All right.
But yeah, we'll see you guys again next time.
Okay. That lasted quite a while on one bar.
No. The other ones are in, right? They're charging.
we're just not going to sign off.
Have been.
I guess not. Joe just kind of ended it.
I was going to, instead of saying walk with your cock held high, I was going to be like
Sorry.
walking to Planet Fitness and give free pizza.
Sorry. I screwed it up.
That's all good.